Yep, let's do it.
There was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound. It was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart. Getting so much closer. We're staying apart. Singing a song of hope and love that you heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song.
Thank you, Josh, and good afternoon, Americans, and welcome to the Jeff Santos Show. It is great to be with you on this Thursday edition. Today is August 3rd, 2023. Third time Trump is going to be indicted.
Taking shelter where you can, when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song.
Hello, everyone. This is Kendra Live. Welcome. We are officially in August, the hottest month of the year, and also a big month for travel. So, thank you to everyone that's tuning in from wherever you're at, whichever destination you're at. And speaking of travel, and speaking of getting to places, and speaking of hitting and taking the skies, I want to welcome my guest today, Alex Kuwton, who is Mr. Top Gun of the Palm Beach area, always aviating, always in the skies. Welcome, Alex.
Hi, Kendra. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here today.
I just wanted to first introduce you as Mr. Top Gun because you are the maverick of the Palm Beach area. And I have to ask you right off the bat, have you ever gotten motion sickness from doing all those loops and doing all those acrobatics in the air?
So when I first started off on my first flight lesson ever, I got motion sickness just flying straight and level in a small plane. And I thought that's it for me. I said, I'm going to have no chance in aviation. I'll never be able to become a pilot. I'll never be able to fly in a fighter jet. But what I did when I got home is I emailed a pilot that wrote a book about being a fighter pilot. He has email address in the back of the book. So I emailed him. I told him what happened, and I said, "I'm so disappointed. I think that's it." He actually responded. He said, "Alex, no, stick with it. I got sick flying too. You're going to get used to it. You'll build up a tolerance and you'll be able to do this." So I just kept with it. And yeah, I got sick for a long time and just got better at it, better at it, better at it.
Well, being that you do have this drive and you are made of human propellers, like you just propel yourself in whatever it is that you really set your mind to doing. And that's one of the reasons why you're in my inner circle, is because you do have that drive, and you do have that that willfulness to do something. And I would love for the viewers right now to hear a little bit about your story, because I know that you're a little bit of a prodigy, like a young prodigy. You mastered a lot of challenging exams before the age of 21. So tell the viewers about that, and that'll give them a really good understand, like a great understanding of your fortitude.
For sure. Before we get into that, I want to congratulate you on your new single, Have My Way with You. You killed it. The
Thank
video is
you.
beautiful. And I'm very impressed.
Thank you. It's
So
a fun one. It's a summer banger for sure. So thank you so much.
absolutely. Okay, so I'll get back into your question. I grew up middle class in Buffalo, New York. So wasn't around airplanes, exotic cars, boats, and all that. And that was my dream. I always wanted adrenaline, a challenge, the next hardest thing in life. So finished up high school and went to college. I didn't know if I should join the military or go to college because I could have been a fighter pilot, and that was always a dream. But I went and met with a recruiter, and the recruiter said, "No, it's not for you. You don't seem to do well with following orders and discipline, so the military is not for you." Became a big regret later in life, but I decided to pursue business. So I had a .com drop shipping business freshman year of college with one of my best friends. We did fairly well with that. Then I graduated from college and said, I'll be a stockbroker. That's how I'm going to find success. Got my Series 7, 63, 65. But nobody told me that you have to know people with money to manage their money. I thought that I was to have a portfolio of stocks to trade and to be very profitable.
Right?
So I learned the hard way when I was very young. That's not how that business works. So back to the drawing board, went to grad school. I found the most successful entrepreneur in Buffalo where I lived. I told him I want to work for you for free. I did a year and a half long internship. It was everything from getting him coffee to going to meetings with him. And I learned business. I was managing several of his companies. Then I found a company for us to buy, which I oversaw and managed, and we sold after less than 2 years. So that was the whole Buffalo, New York story. Then when the economy crashed in '08, I lost everything. I had over 100 employees and a call center business, but it was a reset. And I was stuck in Buffalo at that point because had the company, the staff, so had this opportunity to get back on my feet, reset. Then that's when I decided to move to West Palm Beach, Florida. So got back on my feet, was in West Palm Beach, met all kinds of great people, got involved in aviation again, finished up my pilot's license, got into social media then, started building my social media in aviation, and I started a liquor brand by mistake, Monkey in Paradise Vodka.
And I really love that whole story of having these little plastic monkeys color coded to go on people's cups, people's glasses. But it's more than just a gimmick. It's more of a social icebreaker, really, because especially in this day and age, like I go out to nightlife establishments here in Los Angeles, and I see people at a table and they're just on their phones the entire freaking time, and they're just waiting for the bass drop. They're like, oh, here comes the bass drop, okay, and then I'm back on my phone. So the interactive quality within our society is being diminished. So I really appreciate that you took that loophole and that advantageous step in breaking those social barriers by just having this one little plastic monkey, which is incredible.
Well, society is in big trouble. People are not socializing. People are staying in more. People don't have hobbies and interests. They're just on their phones all the time. And it's terrible. It's getting worse by the day. And I'm even more worried about this younger generation because they don't want to do anything productive. They don't want to leave the house. They don't want to find new hobbies. They don't want to make new friends. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to start businesses.
Which is au contraire for people like us. So that's why people like us, we really crush the game right now, because we do come from that. And it's crazy, isn't it crazy that, especially for us right now, we can refer to it as old school ways of approaching life and grabbing life by the balls, essentially. It's
Yeah,
nuts to me that
imagine
that that it's nuts that I'm saying, oh, it's the old school way, when really, like, that's what our parents used to say. But
yeah,
it's awesome.
I mean, imagine being in high school now. If you had just a little bit of drive, if you're a male
Yeah.
and just some alphaness, you would dominate everybody so easily. If you just had a little bit of drive, a little bit of
Yes.
hunger, a little bit of ambition.
A little
It
bit of
is so
hunger.
easy now to dominate.
It is,
I mean,
and not just having that sense of alphaness, but also that sense of omega-ness, because omega being embracing of your individuality and your own merit, and that even takes it a step further, and especially in this super conforming society that we live in, having that individuality is so important. And so that's why it's so amazing to watch what you do, because you are very individual in each different facet of what you do.
and you can see never political, never complaining, never negative, always inspirational 100% of the time because the complaining and negativity doesn't do anything for anybody, provides zero value. What's the point?
Yeah. What is the point? Now, are you still a part of Monkey in Paradise, or have you fled the bananas nest?
So myself and the other two founding partners, Seth Goldberg and Frank Gomez, we exited the company successfully about a year ago. So we're really proud of the accomplishment. It all started here in this condo I'm sitting in right now, from a crazy idea to a national brand in less than 7 years. So we successfully exited, and it's a great story. We had the time of our lives, and we made it happen.
Mhm. Now, I are you a part of a different vodka venture?
I am. Have a look. This is
He
Inversion
he sounds
Vodka.
correct. So, what is it called?
Inversion Vodka.
Inversion vodka. Yes. So, if you
Yep.
all want to
Yes.
get
So I
lit, go to Inversion.
that's right. So I partnered up with Inversion Vodka about 3 months ago. We came up with a concept. They already had a distillery. They had a great formula, great product, and we said we're gonna make this a lifestyle brand, but really take it to the next level and be super active in aviation, power sports, and anything that inspires people and do it in a big way. So it's a really
Yeah,
exciting project. We're going to be launching in Florida next week. We got picked up by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, every single store starting next week. So
right
it's
on.
really exciting and it's taking off quickly.
So, will you be having an event for that, or because if you are, and if it's open to the public, then I just want to let people know that they can join in on the festivities and get a little lit.
We will be having events, of course. We haven't planned anything yet because we're very focused on the ABC partnership. So we're going
Right.
to start off there and build that brand awareness first. And our soft launch was at Wheels, Wings, and Fashion, our hangar party in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes, thank you so much for bringing that up. I wanted to talk about that with you and how much that's that's exploded on the scene.
It is a heck of a party. We had 2,000 people this April. So it was a party
2000,
of
wow.
epic magnitude. It was the time of people's lives is what we heard.
I love
We
that
had
you just
fighter
said epic
jets.
magnitude.
That's an Alex phrase.
Epic magnitude. You heard it. Yeah, make shirts with that, please. Yeah.
I like that. That'd be a great shirt.
Right? So so tell us how Wheels, Wings, and Fashion, or is it Wings, Wheels, and Fashion? Because I always get the two W's mixed up. Is it Wheels, Wings, or
Wheels, wings in fashion.
okay, Wheels, Wings, and Fashion. So how did that how what was the inception of that and what was that first event like?
So it was just designed to be a get together for my close friends and our business associates. So it was myself, Nick Castellino, and Victor Concepcion. We said, we have all these contacts in aviation, in the exotic car world, in the boat world, and in fashion. So why don't we just have a really high end party in a hangar? So we went to the Boca Raton Airport, Signature Aviation. That was where we did our first event. We had 350 people. So it turned out to be even bigger than we expected, a massive success. Everybody really enjoyed it. We raised money for charity for leukemia, lymphoma that year. We were able to cut some nice checks. Everybody had a great time. The networking was incredible. Sponsors had great feedback. And we said, we're on to something. We're going to make this an annual event. We're going to grow it and scale it and scale it. So
Yeah.
we've gone six years now with this event. It went from local DJs to this year we had famous EDM superstar Nicky Romero DJing. So it's become a really big, serious event, and we've taken it to the next level. This year was two hangars. We had three fighter jets doing a private air show at Fort Lauderdale International Airport. The fighter jets pulled into the crowd afterwards. So it's just things that you can't experience anywhere that nobody's pulled off.
So I have to jokingly ask you, would you, or has this ever crossed your mind? Would you ever have, say, like a Tom Cruise impersonator at the Wheels, Wings, and Fashion event just as like, yo, it's
A hundred,
Maverick.
a hundred percent no. 100% no. Our production company pitched it. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's so cheesy, so corny. I have the real Tom Cruises there, the guys that own fighter jets personally, the real deal, badasses,
yeah.
not wannabes. So it'll be disrespectful to the people that
The
actually do it and are there.
the amount the amount of lactose intolerance for the cheese in that idea. Yeah. That's why I had to jokingly ask you because I wanted to see what your reaction was because you know we're making TV here. So
I don't like anything fake. Fake is not good.
oh oh you
I
and
don't
me
even like
both.
edited. I don't even like edited photos on social media. That's fake.
I know it's crazy to me. For me, if there are days that, like say I may have like an eye infection, or or just my face doesn't really, I don't feel like putting on makeup. Yeah, I may do like a little light filter, but
Ugh.
other than that, I'm just not about. I just can't with the over exaggerated filter. But yeah, I'm right there with you, and you and I have this understanding that we just are who we are, and we just like to elevate, and we just like to push forward and pursue what we want to do and what we find ourselves being impassioned by. So
Real and raw. Take it or leave it. Love it or hate it. Too bad. That's what you get.
too fucking bad.
Suck it
Sorry if
up.
I can curse.
Suck it up,
Suck it up.
Buttercup.
So I so as far as your traveling goes, I know that you've gone to some pretty exotic locations lately, including India, which it was like an eat pray love experience for you. So how was that? How was embracing the Indian and the Mumbai culture?
Before this year, I have never traveled overseas. So this has been a banner travel year. And I had a friend of a friend that was getting married in India. So we said, let's go. We've been talking about doing it forever. I love Indian food. I like the culture of the people I've met here. A lot of successful entrepreneurs, they're Indian, are friends of mine. And I wanted to see what it was like. And we did it. We went for 3 weeks to India. We were in central India and northern India. We went to New Delhi, we went to Punjab, and then we went to even Kashmir, which is a war zone and was crazy. I'll never go
Oh,
back there again. But besides Kashmir, I love the spirit of the Indian people. You have people that are truly poor in poverty, and they have better attitudes than 90% of the people here in the US. They're happier,
isn't
they're
that
happy
isn't
we're
that
there, they're
wild?
proud of their country. So I truly love the spirit of the Indian people, their attitudes, their how they appreciated things. And none of the woke crap is over there. It's like the U.S. was 20 years ago. People work, people are tough. So I enjoyed
Yeah.
seeing proper values and just good people again. It was truly refreshing to me.
So you went there for a wedding.
Yes,
For a wedding, and
and
you were there for 3 weeks.
ended up going to 3 weddings, and the weddings are
Three
insane.
weddings.
Between 500 and 2,000 people, over 100 food stations at two of the weddings. So they're just massive budget, massive events, and I couldn't get enough of the
And
food.
oh, I'm sure. And I'm sure that the quality is so so much fresher over there as far as the food quality. And I have to ask you, how was the water? Were there any, did you just have to do uh drink out of the bottle, or was the water safe?
All bottled water.
All bottled water,
But
yeah. I
yeah, but
figured.
India was so safe everywhere we went. Never a worry until we decided to go to Kashmir for 4 days.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Social media makes
Thank you.
Kashmir look like this beautiful place in the Himalayan mountains, and they have the second highest peak for skiing and snowboarding with a gondola. It goes up. So we said we're going to go explore Kashmir, and we landed there, and there are military soldiers with machine guns everywhere in the airport. Like, what's going on here? So we get out of the airport. There's soldiers all over the streets. We get a cab to the main city where we can find a hotel. There's literally soldiers in the street with machine guns. So we asked one of the soldiers, what's going on here? Kashmir is on a disputed border with Pakistan, and 90% of the people that live there are from Pakistan, not India. So this was like being in the Middle East, not like India. And we were just shocked. We thought it's just going to be Indian food, Indian culture, and it was scary. I mean, monthly, these people that live there shoot at the police officers, and it is not a pleasant nor safe place.
So
So
it's
we really
literally
we really
like I was
it's
gonna
like
say
being
so
in Pakistan.
yeah, or I was gonna say or it's like being in Portland. Um,
Yeah, I mean
my
that's really what it
but in
was.
more but with more but minus the rainy the rainy weather conditions. It's drier over there and probably
That that is
more
true.
more heated. So
It was beautiful. It was beautiful being in the Himalayas, but we left a day early. We got out as soon as we could. We did not feel safe, and it just wasn't that beautiful Indian culture that we loved so much about where we were.
so where did you go after Kashmir? Did you I'm sure you
We
had
went
to go somewhere else to lift your spirits up again.
we did we went back to New Delhi to Aero City, which is the newest part of India in New Delhi. It was where we felt safe. There are nice name hotels. We said we need to treat ourselves after this crazy experience. Then 2 days later,
Yeah.
we had another wedding to go to in New Delhi. So
Oh my
we
gosh.
finished off
So,
there after the wedding, and a bunch of us went to Dubai after.
and how was that?
Well, I was concerned after the Kashmir experience and knowing that there is no democracy in Dubai. I'm a big believer in democracy. So I said, I don't know if I'm going to like this, but I want to see it. And let me tell you, it was flawless. It was a big amusement park. Perfection. Not a piece of trash on the streets anywhere. Not a single homeless person. It's illegal to be homeless there. Everything was just perfection, like a manicured amusement park. And I asked some people, I said,
Wow.
how is it so perfect? How they build this in 30 years? The answer was that we don't have democracy, we don't have fighting between political parties. And when we have a leader that has a good vision, everybody is paddling in the same direction. There's no arguing, there's no fighting. It's a just do it. And I learned you
Yeah.
can get a massive amount of things done if everybody's working together instead of fighting, instead of worrying about permits, instead of worrying about environmental issues. So it's just amazing to see what they did, and I really respected that.
So, so India definitely went down in the books for you. Do you have any plans to what are your future travel plans and what are your what can what can people expect or not expect but look forward to seeing from you in the future?
Well, in July, I went to Colombia. It was a
Yeah.
5 day trip with a friend, some business and pleasure. It turned into a 3 week trip because we had so much fun. We got so much done with business, and I
Yeah.
really enjoyed Colombia. Fell in love with the city of Medellin, and that is
So
on my
and
list to go to regularly.
so where can people because I have 1 minute left. So where can people find you and where can people just tag along and see your journey and what you have coming up and also get them excited for Wheels, Wings, and Fashion next year and for this new vodka venture. Where can people go and follow you?
My primary social media account on Instagram is @successful. Then I have several other accounts. There are links to my other niche specific accounts. And TikTok is usually my main focus. TikTok is @AlexKuwton, and Facebook is the same thing, @AlexKuwton. So you can find all the fun there, and make sure you check them all out.
Yes. And what's awesome is that we both sported the
It's
neon today.
it's KOWTUN, not you.
It's KOWTUN.
And that's it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Alex, for coming on as my first August guest, because August is the month of travel and for new destinations and for new ideas, and you're the guy to bring that kind of vibe.
Awesome. Well, stick with me for the adventures. There's going to be some fun travel coming up in August to Mexico and South America.
Woo! Andale. Thanks
That's
so much,
right.
Alex.
Okay, thanks so much for having me. Can't wait to do it again in the future.
Yes, we for sure will do part 2.
Okay, sounds good. I can't wait.
Thanks,
Have a
Alex.
good one. Bye.
So